They have a good base right now, and I think they just need to continue to keep adding talent and have the talent they have continue to develop.
Al Horford, 6'10", 250, really a natural power forward who's been asked to play at center for his whole career. He's shown himself willing to battle bigger players inside, but you got to think he'd welcome a chance to switch back to the 4 spot.
Outside Williams. He kicks to Young. Back to Williams. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the left rim and out.
And for Horford, able to scrap inside to overcome his lack of size defensively, his quickness is his biggest advantage. I mean, he's excellent at moving in space and defending the pick and roll.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Singleton. Again, Young missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Kevin, thank you. As you know, Jeff Teague is starting to enter the upper ranks among point guards in the NBA, and he credits Coach Budenholzer for a lot of his growth. Teague said he always tells me, be aggressive. That is the only way I want you to play. When your coach is telling you that, there is no way you can't be successful. Kevin?
Well, he seems to be pushing the right buttons, Doris. Thanks. Hawks making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. Lopez a screen. Williams kicks to Lopez. Back to Williams. Shot to stop the run, and the jumper is good. Williams has got 11 points. Here's talking about Horford's advantages playing center. Certainly his offensive skill set among those advantages.
Yeah, and an excellent mid-range jump shooter and ball handler. He can face up. He can draw opposing bigs further out than they'd like. But he's also strong enough and quick enough to get past them and get to the rim.
Singleton kicks to Schroeder. Misses off the right iron. Nets trail by 20. And Young, here we go. Here's Williams. That's good. 13 points in the game.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
T gets a screen from Singleton. Passes it to Horford. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. So for the Hawks, Brand comes in for Paul Millsap. And Tomo Cephalosha subbed in for Jeff Teague. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Lopez. Plumlee comes in for Jefferson. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Young. And Allen Anderson subbed in for Johnson. The Hawks leading by 19. Here's Schroeder. Here's Singleton. Nailed from three-point land. Singleton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Williams attacking. Pass to Teletovic. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Here's Schroeder. Kicks it to Singleton. Out to the right wing. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Teletovic grabs the board. Nets trail by 20. Anderson outside. 1:43 left to play here in the 3rd. Outside Williams. The feed now to Jordan. Rebounded by the Hawks. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easy.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against the defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Anderson outside. Into Jordan. Stolen by Brand. Here's Cephalosha. Brooklyn with the rebound. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That one on Horford. Scotty's checked in for Atlanta. Ken Bazemore.
That's it.
And you know this, man.
Value in a number of players who had been overlooked by other teams in the league.
The free throw drops for Teletovic. With the Nets, they did make strong.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
They've got Kent Bazemore. Cephalosha is out there with Scott. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Brand in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And here's Anderson for three. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got 3 rebounds so far. So for the Hawks, Singleton. He's checked in for Cephalosha. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Schroeder. Then for the Nets, Jefferson's checked in for Plumlee. Karasov comes in for Anderson. And Morris subbed in for Williams. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Mack. He dishes it to Singleton.
Well, guys, you talk about the growth of the game internationally, but different time zones can make it a challenge for other countries to enjoy the game live. You look. At China, for instance, a growing market for the game, but they're 12 hours ahead of East Coast time and 15 hours ahead of the West Coast. But if you're a junkie for hoops, I guess you'll adjust to the time.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Dishes it to Bazemore. Feeds to Mack. 6 to shoot. Singleton the pass to Bazemore. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bazemore's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Hawks. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Jefferson. Now here is Morris. He's tightly guarded. Here's Young, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2.
Thaddeus Young is a left-hander out of Georgia Tech. Only played 1 year in college and has really rounded into a nice pro. He's a very unique player. He's a face-up, slashing power forward with a lightning-quick first step. He's really hard to keep in front.
And Thaddeus Young able to out-quick most of his opponents, especially Steve in transition.
Yeah, nice spin move, getting to the rim, and a creative finisher in close. He's got the hook, the scoop, the floater. This guy's dangerous in a lot of different ways.
There's the dish to Singleton. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb. Guys here in the second half, they're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Jordan dishes to Morris. Jordan the screen. Morris kicks to Jordan. From deep. The offensive rebound.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference. Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D. It was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Good on the shot. 13 points for the great one.
4-2.
It's the Nets now. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Yeah, you know that Toronto game has a lot of attention on it.
Here's Karasov. Hits the three-point bomb.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
To the left side wing. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, they're in great position here, and it's thanks in large part to their three-point shooting.
You called that right. They are lighting it up from behind the arc this half.
Screen by Jefferson. Now, here is Morris. And stolen by Scott. And now running it up the court. Mack pushing it up. Scott with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Shoots from the baseline. The shot no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Shoots from 12. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
Here's Mack. He feeds it to Singleton. Guys, we see teams taking a more data-driven approach. Analytics now, a big part of things. You see that in the front office. And Steve, that brings in some new faces.
Yeah, in fact, in the last 2 years, over a third of the NBA teams have hired new decision makers. So only a couple played in the league, the majority being, more of the analytical types. So there's definitely been a sea change in terms of NBA leadership.
Brown is checked in for Thaddeus Young. Morris passes to Karasov. Morris kicks to Karasov. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the 3.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
And Mack kicks to Brand. Puts up the baby hook. Here's Scott. Banked in off the glass. Scott's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the board.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass. The defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
No, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. I mean, there's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender. That sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
Morris dishes to Brown. And he lobs it up.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Scott the pass to Bazemore. Back to Scott. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here is Morris. Knocked loose. Here's Mack. Out left to the wing. And Bazemore kicks to Singleton. Well, the popularity of the three-pointer at an all-time high. Stephen, I'm sure you can appreciate that. The league even discussed adding a 4-point line. Yeah. What about that?
Please, make this go away, Kevin. I mean, it's just crazy. It's way too extreme. I think even the three-point shot is probably overdone to this point. So I would say 100% no, I am against a 4-pointer.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Karasov. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. Go ahead to the line.
And if you think about the 4-point line and the possibility of that, a lot of players already shoot way beyond the 3-point line. Guys like Steph Curry, Jamal Crawford. I think it would be exciting to see. I don't think we'll go there, but I'd want the distance to be far enough away from the goal that players wouldn't shoot those 4-pointers all the time. It would be a specialty shot and one that wouldn't become a real significant part of the game.
And I think some have worried that a 4-point line would make the league too perimeter-oriented. I think it's insane. I mean, the 3-point line already stretches the floor and gives you an advantage if you have outside shooting. The 4-point line, to me, is beyond a rule. It's like a gimmick. I don't think it's going to happen.
Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for Atlanta.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so looking at the number, this will be win number 22.
And they'll be feeling today's win makes things right after losing the first game of the year to this club.
And hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, really. I mean, one thing's certain, though. They're going to be at each other's throats. We know that. This has become a very intense matchup.
It almost takes someone stepping up. And that happened here as we got great numbers for Paul Millsap. Every time there was a big possession or big play, he was contributing in some manner. Just a great game.
And he gets the bucket.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jordan the screen. Now Morris. Pass to Karasov, expanding his range. Scott pulls it in. Here's Schroeder. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for coaches.
Well, that'll do it. For Dorisburg, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, the Great One.
You did good tonight, Rook.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. Defense, rebounding, and filling it up.
Easy, bro. Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn every once in a while.
Hold up, play. I see just fine. And based on my stats tonight, I see great.
One game out of many, you got to bring that stuff every night.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to be here.
I don't doubt it. All I'm saying is it's a long season. Use this as a step, something to build on. Watch the tape, be a professional. Any playground fool can catch fire one night. It takes a pro to do it consistently, you feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
Good.
Reach out, touch faith.
Yo, remember back on the bully when cats used to harmonize like, yo, my men and my women, don't forget about the dean. This is not the most the king, yo. It's about a thing, yo. Feel real good, wave your hands in the air and lick 2 shots in the atmosphere.
Miles Turner with 16.
with his rims and his Timbs and his women. Him and his men come in the club like hooligans. Don't care who they you fan, Papa Yang. Like you got yeah. Let's not pretend. The one that pack out by the waistman, by the casement, still the name of this basement. The pretty face man claiming that they did a bid, man. Need to take care of their 3 and 4 kids. Been the face in court case when the money taking, heartbreaking. Now you wonder why women hate me. The sneaky silent man, the punk. Stop acting like boys and be men. How you gon' win when you ain't right within? How you gon' win when you ain't right within? How you gon' win when you ain't right within? Come again.
Yeah, he's got to feel good.
All the attention.
Dad's feeling good, young.
Yes, I was chosen, and I will deliver the explosion. Can't say it's gonna get me far. Do no good to say what you are. I run the streets and I break up houses. River runs deep and the flame devours it. Me, I'm a creator, thrillers to make it up. The rules I break got me a place. Can't roll it back, it's understood. Got to play a card. Me, I'm a creator. Thrillers to make it up. The rules I break got me a place up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker. Know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood. Got to play a card. Sit tight and know what you are. Map right, but you ain't no star. Polish up till you make it clean your ammo. I know what you mean. Tell right and I know it's true. Why they screaming, I love you. Down deep, you know they ain't no blow. Us ODK was DOA, yeah. I know what you here for now. Was I an idea now? Now don't you crush on me. I see you in your pipe dreams. Whether or not you know it's true, yo, who they dictate to. That must hurt real bad. Picking what you wish you had. Me, I'm a creator. Thrillers to make it up. The rules I break got me a place up on the radar. Me,
28 tonight for Miles Turner with 16 rebounds.